Today, I want to talk to you about. I had a phone call the other day with a client, and we're running an ad campaign for him, and he um, turned down a tire change. Okay, and so I called him up and I said, I don't know if you know this, but the call that you just paid for, that tire change call, you turned down. It's not something that I do on a regular basis. It's just that I noticed it, and I didn't know if he knew that it was a paid call. Well, when I called him, he said, "Well, I don't waste my time with those roadside assistance calls. I don't do tire changes, lockouts. It's just those are just nothing calls." And I had to have a discussion with him, and I told him he's a new tower. He started in 2020, and he'd been doing really, really good. But things had changed, right? Because the market had changed, and the motor club that he was working for had no longer was sending him the number of calls that he was being sent. Anyway, so we were running an ad campaign for him, and I said, how many times have you ever gone to a tire change, and then realized that once you got there, that the customer did not know what they were talking about, that it wasn't actually a tire change, that the ball joint was broken. It just looked like the tire was flat because they just looked at a cursory look at the tire, but it wasn't flat. And then what happened? That turned into a tow, right? Okay. How many times have you gone to a jump start when it wasn't the battery? It was something else entirely. It could be a clogged fuel filter. It could be any number of things, engine problems, right? So these things can turn into tows, right? Everything, there's always a chance, and that's just one aspect of it. So the whole point of this conversation is to get you to understand that roadside assistance calls are necessary, okay? And if you're going to run an ad campaign, you have no idea of the intent of the person doing a search when they put in tow truck. Okay, you don't know if they need a tire change, they need to tow across town or tow to another state, or if they're looking for an impounded car. You have no idea what their needs are. So if you're going to run ad campaigns, you're going to be wasting your money if you're not also running the roadside assistance calls. How many times have you gone, well, I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but how many times have you gone to a gas delivery call, and once you get there, the customer's not out of gas. Their car died for some reason. It happens, right? So what does that require? Well, what does that mean? That means they're going to require a tow, and since you're already there with a tow truck, why not, right? So that's just one aspect of it, though. I want you to understand this. When you do a roadside assistance call, you're also opening up the opportunity to get the three things that I like to get from every single customer is if I can, okay, if you can. And what are those? That's the 3 R's: reviews, referrals, and repeat business. Reviews, referrals, and repeat business. So make sure you do roadside assistance calls as much as possible. I know that sometimes they don't pay as much, but you can also get something from that. You can get a review. A review is very awesome. Get a review every single time. Ask for it in person. I'll do another video again about asking for reviews in person. That's the key. Reviews from each customer you get. And when they leave you a review, there's another thing. It's really subtle, but when somebody leaves a review for a business, then they have a warm feeling about the business. It may not be something that they express to you, but it's something that they'll remember later on down the road if they need. Hopefully they'll remember, not all the time. But if you're easily found on Google, then know, oh yeah, that was that one company. Yeah, they helped me and I left that review. And then they tend to use you again, okay? And then referrals. So you've done a good job for this woman who she needed it. Maybe she called you for a tow, right? She called you for a tow, and you get there and you know that you can make more money doing a tow, right? But you realize that by the way she talks to you, that click, 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 when she tries to start the car, oh, that maybe just be a dead battery, ma'am. Can I help? Can I just start it for you? So you start her vehicle, and she's so happy. She's very happy. So she leaves you a review if you ask for it. And then if you're really nice, she may refer you to her neighbor, or refer you to her sister, or her children, or just friends. So referrals are always awesome. And if you are really nice to these people, you're going to get referrals and reviews. Last thing is the repeat customers, and I kind of went over that already. So always, always, always do roadside assistance calls. Now, I'm not saying do dangerous things. Don't be doing tire changes next to 80-mile-an-hour traffic. Get the vehicle to a location that's safe. Have the customer move it, if at all possible, to a safe location so you can change the tire. I mean, if you have to have that discussion, ma'am, I think it's best for you and for everyone concerned if we take this vehicle to a tire shop. Okay, I know there's a one close by. I'm not saying that you will always have to do roadside assistance calls in those dangerous situations. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but don't turn them down. This is how you grow your business. Repeat customers, referrals, reviews. That's how you grow your business. Think about an inverted pyramid. An inverted pyramid. You start with one customer, and you go up and up and up, and you got a giant business up at the top. Okay, I wrote more about this in more depth, on my website. So I'll put a link to the article in the description. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. If you want to subscribe to my email list, I have a place at the top of the menu on the website. So it's thetowacademy.com.